Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I already tried recording this once. I'm gonna try to fit everything into this video at one time, which probably won't happen. But yeah. So basically everyone, I'm gonna be ranking every mob in Minecraft from, based on a couple categories. So like how useful they are, how annoying they are, how often they spawn is basically the three main categories. So yeah, how annoying they are, I'll explain real quick how I'm gonna rank each one. How annoying they are is like, so basically each category is going to be a total of 30 points. The S tier is 20 to 30 points, A is 20 to 4 to 27 points, B is 21 to 23, C is 16 to 20, D is 11 to 15, and you see the rest. So how annoying they are is everything's going to be out of 10. So how annoying they are, basically the higher the score they get from this is like basically is how like less annoying they are. So the higher the score they get in an annoying scale, the better for them, which means they're less annoying. Usefulness is like what they drop. Can you like make a farm out of these? And how often they spawn? It's like how often will you encounter one of these mobs? And I believe in this chest I have every mob in the game. I have pretty much everything, and there's not enough to fit all of it in one chest. In fact, they're probably running out of colors for each spawning. So yeah, this is every mob in the game, I believe. So I had to actually expand the thing because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like stomped. So let's just get started, boys. I'm gonna try to go fast because, well, it's not gonna be easy to get like all of these mobs in one video. So we're gonna have to rush through this if essentially. So first mob up, we have the Pillager. The Pillager is not exactly the most annoying mob in the game. I give it a 6 on the annoying scale because it's not really that bad. Usefulness, they don't drop anything very good besides crossbows, so they get a 2. And how often they spawn, you can find them quite often, so I'll give them a 7. So yeah, total of 15 points, which gives them D tier, almost C tier, which is pretty good, I guess. And hold on, I'm gonna grab a chest real quick so I can actually put stuff in. So I'll put the mobs in here. The next mob we have the Vindicator. Vindicators. Are they annoying? Yes, they're very annoying, but if you dig up 2 blocks, you're good. So they get a 5. Usefulness, I'll give them. I mean, they drop axes and emeralds. You see how that is. I mean, they're good in raid farms. So I'll give them a 6. And how often do they spawn? They spawn very rarely in mansions and in raids. So I'll give them a 4. And total of 15 points, exactly the same as Pillagers for a D tier. Actually, I'm used to throwing them on the ground. I tried recording this once, but then apparently it didn't fucking save it, so I'm pissed off a little bit right now. Ravager, how useful are they, or how are they annoying? Not really. Shoot them with a bow. They do a lot of damage. They're scary, more than annoying. I'll give them a 5 on the annoying scale. How useful they are, they only drop saddles, so I'll give them a 4. How often do they spawn? Village raids, give them a 2. So that's a total of 11 points, which happens to be just about D tier as well. But 4 points less than the other ones. Next mob, we have the zombie. Are they annoying? Not really. They'll get an 8 for that because they only spawn during the night. How useful are they? Well, not really useful at all, so I'll give them a 5. And how often do they spawn? At night only, so I'll give them an 8. So that's 21 points, which is a B tier about, which is pretty good for zombies. First B tier we have. Pandas. Are they annoying? Nope, not really at all. I'll give them a 9. Usefulness. Well, they drop bamboo. You can make a bamboo farm out of pandas, I guess, but that's not really useful. They get a 2. How often? Only in, like, jungle biomes. So, they get a 2. That's 13. Which is a D tier as well. You see, there's a lot of D tiers. We spawned one by accident. So, get out of here. Alright, next mob, we have the mule. Mules have this. Are they annoying? No, not really. They get a 10. They're not annoying at all. How useful are they? Well, they get a 9 because they actually have the speed and the jumping ability and health of a horse. but they can only be bred. So they get a 1 for often because you have to breed them. So they get a 20, which is almost a B tier. That is so close to a B tier. I'm sorry, Mule. Next mob we have, I think it's a skeleton horse. Skeleton horse, are they annoying? Not really. They get a 10 for that at all. Well, they're not annoying at all. Usefulness, 1. They're not fast. They're slow. They're not very durable. They're pretty fragile. How often do you spawn them? It's also 1. They get 12. They had a pretty good score at first, but man, it's only a D tier after all. It's not gonna be an amazing mob. Next up, we have creepers. Yes, creepers. Are they annoying? Well, they get a 2. They get a 1 for annoying because they blow shit up and they're annoying as fuck. However, usefulness and often they get a 10 because they are very useful. Gunpowder is a very useful material. So, but for the last one, how often they spawn, they get an 8 because they only spawn during the night. So they get a score of 19, which is C tier. But if I did, like, if we're doing it based off of like how good they were, they would definitely be a S tier to me. The next mob we have is a fox. Are they annoying? Kinda. I mean, they run around really fast. They're not. I wouldn't consider that like annoying, but honestly, I think they do deserve a 7 for the annoying scale, since they can be annoying. Usefulness, they don't really drop anything useful at all, so they get a 1. How often do they spawn? They get a 7 as well, because it's not like they're super difficult to find. Just in a D tier. As you can see, there's a lot of D tier mobs here. Mainly the ones that spawn, like, in those biomes. Now we're going to get started with the next ones. Bee. How annoying are bees? Well, they fly, and they can do damage and poison. They get a 7 because they're not that bad, as long as you just don't hit them. Usefulness, they can grow crops faster, and they do produce beehives and stuff, but those aren't exactly useful. I mean, honeycombs can be used and good stuff, so they got a 5 for that. How often do they spawn? They get a 2 because beehives are kind of hard to find. So that's a total of 14 points, unfortunately, which is a D tier. Again, there's so many D tier mobs in this list that it's just because of my point system. There's so many D tier mobs. Chickens. Are they annoying? Not really. I mean, the clucks can be annoying, but I'll give them a 10. Usefulness. They're pretty useful. Feathers and chicken's a decent food source, and feathers are kind of a good resource as well. So I'd give them a 7. How often do they spawn? They get a 9, since they don't always spawn during the day. And they don't spawn in some biomes. So that's a total of 26 points, which actually is almost... Well, it's an A tier. So yeah, chickens are the first A tier we have. I didn't expect it to be an A tier. I thought it was going to be B tier. But B tier is kind of a small thing. Cows. How are they annoying? Well, if you hit them once, they go flying. So they get a 9 for annoying. Are they useful? 10. Leather and steak are both really good materials. How often? They also get a 9 because you only find them in those biomes. And they're the first S tier on this list. They were actually an A tier the last time I did this, but now I'm reconsidering what I'm doing. Pigs. Are they annoying? Nope. They get a 10 because they are not annoying at all. Usefulness. They get a 4. Pork chop is not a good food source. Well, it's a decent food source, but it's not really useful for anything else. And how often do they spawn? They get a 9 as well. 23 points, which is actually a B tier, which I think is rightfully deserved. They don't deserve A tier, but they're decent enough to be in B tier. Are they annoying? Sheep is up next. Are they annoying? Nope, not really. 10. Usefulness, they get a 8 because sheep are good with wool, at least. Wool is good. How often do they spawn? They get a 9 also. 27, which is just about an S tier, but only because the mutton is not very good. If it dropped a good food source, it would be like an S tier. Cats. Are they annoying? Well, they run around really fast, but honestly, not really. They get a 9 for annoying skill because if you're trying to tame one, it's a bitch. Usefulness, they scare away creepers and drop string. 2 valid things. They get a 9 also. How often do you find them? In villages. Villages are kind of hard to find, so I'll give it an 8. And that's a total of 26 points, which is an A tier mob. Because they're easy to find. They do a lot of good stuff for you. Mushrooms. Are they annoying? Well, just like cows, they do squirm a lot if you hit them, so that's a 9. Usefulness? 10. They drop cow meat and leather. And they also milk them for food. So that's another 10. And if you add, okay, how often do you find them? They get a 1. This is where they really fall, because mushroom biomes are incredibly difficult to find. And because of that, they only get 20, which is a C tier. So if this was based off of how useful they are, they'd get an S tier because they drop a really good shit. But we're doing it off this point system I made, so they get a C tier, which is unfortunate for them. Bat, are they annoying? Yes, kinda. I mean, they don't get in your way a lot, so I will give them a 2. Usefulness, 1. And how often do you find them? 2. They're not hard to find, but they're not really easy to. They get a 5. Really, I just wanted to give them an F tier. I don't even think the point system can save them from getting an F tier. Parrots, are they annoying? Yes, they are annoying. They get a 5 because if you have one in your house, they keep making mob noise and they scare the shit out of you, which is annoying and also scary. Usefulness, they don't do much. They also get a 1 for that. How often do you find them? They get a 1. One, I get a 3 because you find them in jungle biomes. That's a 9. It's not. Okay, look, at least parrots aren't an F tier. Okay. With that, that's 2 rows of mobs complete, and we are currently about 11 minutes in. I keep in mind, guys, I can only record for like 30 minutes, and I'm already like I'm barely even in. So, get the next set of mobs. I'm gonna try to complete 2 more rows, and then I'll do the last 3. Here, guys, we'll do the rest of these mobs right here, and then we'll end the video. Evoker. Are they annoying? Yes, they get a 3 because they can be taken out the bow, but they're really annoying if they're like on a Ravager or something. Usefulness? They get a 10. Totems of Undying and Emeralds. No, enough said. How often do they spawn? They get a 3 because they only spawn in woodland mansions and villager raids. So, that is a 16. Now, this is really, really, really not where I would like to put them. But listen, the point system states that they should go at C tier. Vexes, are they annoying? 1. Usefulness? 1. They don't drop shit. How often do you find them? They get a 2. Because they can be found in woodland mansions if you actually kill them. But sometimes they don't even spawn at all. So it's a total of 4 points, which makes them the second F tier of this video. They're not really good at all, guys. Villagers. Are they annoying? Nope. That's 10 points. Usefulness? Villagers are very useful, guys. You can, like, trade with them. You can do so much good shit with villagers. They're such a useful mob. So they get another 10 points. However, when it comes to how often they find them, they get an 8 because villagers aren't the easiest to find. That's 28 points, which is an S tier, which was rightfully deserved, guys. Wandering Traitor. Are they annoying? Not really. They get a 9, though, because they can't spawn in weird places. Usefulness, they get like a 5. They have like a couple useful items. And how often they spawn, they also get a 5 because they don't spawn too often. And because of how this works, it states that it gets a C tier. It should not be up there with those mobs, in my opinion, but it has to be. Zombie Villager. Are they annoying? Nope. They get a 9. And they get an 8 because they can't attack you. How useful are they? Well, you can cure them, turn them into villagers, so technically they can get a 10 for this, since they can be used to get emeralds and diamonds. So, I'll give them an 8, though, because you have to cure them first, which takes a lot of other effort to actually do so in the first place. How often do you find them? On Bedrock, it would be an easy version, but we're talking about like both versions in general, so I'm going to give them a 5. That's 21 points, which actually is a B tier. You don't see a lot of B tiers now. Phantoms, they are very annoying. They get a 1 because they spawn a shit ton. Useful? They get a 7. Because Phantoms drop Phantom Membrane, which can be used to make slow falling potions, which are really useful, and repair Elytras. However, how often you need to not sleep for 3 days, and that's like probably like 60 minutes you have to wait, which is an hour. So yeah, they get a 5 for that. So they get a 13 in total. Although, trust me, guys, I wouldn't be putting them at D tier. I just don't think that they deserve to be any higher. Donkey. Oh, it's actually a new one. So a donkey, they're not annoying. They get a 10 for that. They're not really useful because they're slow, so they get a 4. How often do you find them? They're probably just about as common as horses, so they'll get a 9. So that's 23 points, which is actually a B tier. I wouldn't give donkeys a B tier if this was based on usefulness, guys. Trust me. They don't deserve to be that high. Sea turtle. Are they annoying? No. That's 10 points. Usefulness? They get a 1. Okay, look. Sea turtle shells are not useful. Respiration is basically a substitute for that. It just gives you less protection, guys. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's not worth it. And how often they spawn? They're hard to find. I barely ever find them, but I'll give them a 3 because they can be spawning in the upper world. 14 points, which is a D tier. As you can see, there's plenty of D tiers. In fact, they probably should be expanding more on the D tiers chart. Spider. Are they annoying? Yeah, but they don't really do much. I'll give them a 5. They get a 7 for usefulness because string can be useful. And how often do you find them? They get an 8 because they spawn on night only. Or in caves. That's a total of 20 points, which is a C tier. Not too bad for spiders. I wouldn't consider that they're better than most things. We're going to do 5 more, then we're going to end the video for now, and part 2 will be up pretty much at the same time while I'm uploading this video. Salmon. Are they annoying? Well, you don't really have to encounter them unless you're in water. However, yeah, they'll just get a 10. How useful are they? Well, if you really need food in a pinch, that's the only time they're useful. So other than that, freaking 2. And how often do you find them? Well, you can find them in river biomes, which kind of spawn everywhere, so 9. 21 points in total, which does put them in a B tier. But like I said, if this is ranked off of usefulness, they would not be anywhere near B tier. Llama. Are they annoying? Well, if you hit one and they spit at you, kind of, but not really. They get a 9. Usefulness, they can carry chests, but they're really slow, and you can't actually ride them anymore. So, they get a 2. How often do you find them? Well, they spawn in acacia biomes and mountain biomes. Mountain biomes are kind of common, but I'll give them a 5 because they're not super common. And that gives us 16 points, which is a C tier, actually. Just about C tier. Next up is horse. Are they annoying? No. They get a 10 for that. How useful are they? They also get a 9 because horses are really fast in some cases. How often? Also a 9 because you can find them anywhere. That gives them 28, which is yet again the third S tier of the entire video so far. Dolphins. Are they annoying? No, they're really helpful. 10. 100%. Usefulness. They can help you find treasure and stuff, so they also get a 10. How often do you find them, though? You only find them in oceans, and sometimes they don't even spawn, so they get a 7. That's 27 points. But I can't give them an S tier. I love dolphins, but they just can't get an S tier because they don't spawn too much. Slimes. Are they annoying? Yes. Very, very annoying. Not a question. Very annoying. Usefulness. Slime balls are useful, so I have to give them a 4. Okay, I'll give them a 4 because, 4 is not bad, but it's not good either. Slime balls, I just don't see a lot of things being used for slime balls. How often do you find them? They get a 1 because they're kind of hard to find. So that's a total of 6 points, which is an E tier. The second E tier in the entire video. Well, everyone, I really hope this video actually saves because last time I tried recording this, it didn't save. We are currently only about 19 minutes into this. So far, we've only done like half of them, and it's 19 minutes in. I haven't done much effort into actually talking about them, but we're probably about halfway done at this point. So yeah, everyone, is actually, the coordinate here is 0, 0. For some reason, it decided to not work. So yeah, everyone, I'm going to end the video right here. I'm going to post part 2 soon. I'm going to start ranking them after this video. I'm going to start uploading this video as I'm making the next video. So guys, If you want, you can like and subscribe. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to. We're trying to get you to by begging. I don't care if you do or not. But that's the thing. I don't really care if you subscribe or not. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here, and I'll start posting part 2 soon. But so far, these are the results. I would name everyone in every tier, but I don't know exactly all their names by heart from the mob egg itself, so it'd be kind of hard to. So, part 2 will be up soon. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later.